guys can unmute now. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm not unmuted. Alrighty, you guys can unmute now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We're back. By the way, is the background music too loud?
It sounded.
Because I turned it down just a little bit because it was loud for me personally.
Let me check.
Yeah, double check our volumes. I can't
Also,
unmute.
we don't seem like we're having too much lag delay. Oh, never
Which
mind.
I changed the stream delay.
Oh,
It's
so
not too bad.
So it should be better, I hope. Hi, more books. Yes, Sleepless, more books. Okay, to test the stream delay, I'm gonna say ah and reply with ah right after I say ah, and we'll see. Ready? Ah.
I think you should probably turn me up a tiny bit.
I'll turn you up on Discord.
Yeah, I'm just really quiet on the Discord.
You're at 145 now.
Okay. Hopefully I'm louder.
I think you are, yes. I can turn up the desktop audio just a little bit if you guys want.
Sleepless just went.
Okay, cool. So it's not that bad
It's
of
about
a delay, right?
behind.
That's not bad, right? Is that better than my usual delay? I can't tell because I fixed it. I don't know the delay situation. I tried to fix it.
Sorry. Just coughed.
It's all good.
Oh.
I'll turn
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
I hope
How's it going, guys?
Sleepless, is the volume good for you? Like, do we sound all okay? Everyone sound good?
No, we all sound terrible.
I feel great. I can't say that with a straight face. I do not. I'm trying my best. Okay.
What do I sound like?
Okay, so Sleepless says we sound better than usual. Okay, that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
Awesome. All right.
Really?
Cool.
I feel like my voice keeps cutting out for me.
I need to open up the PowerPoint.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too.
Oh, did you touch it after I messaged? Did anyone touch it after I
No.
messaged y'all? Really?
Nope.
Okay, delete one of the slides then.
Which one?
The empty one.
The
You'll
memes?
see it. Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye.
Good riddance.
Hey.
Alright.
In the meantime, how is
Very
everyone?
well.
Pretty good. Do you like the backgrounds I chose?
The backgrounds for what?
The slides.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, awesome.
I
I
was
tried.
like, what are you talking about?
I tried very hard to figure out the theme. So okay. Oh my god, the music is so loud for me, but I don't know if I can turn it down any more than.
Do you want to switch over to our chibis?
I will in a second. I need to. Okay, let me switch over. It will look a little scuffed, chat, but hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's not scuffed. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Let's see how much delay is there.
Oh, hiccup.
Did
Did anyone say we're live on the Twitter?
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Look at our Discord chat, dummy.
Oh, our Discord chat? What's in our Discord chat?
Did someone post in the Discord?
Oh, not the server, our Discord chat.
Yeah, but like, we still need to post in our Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at like,
Normie,
Is anything
please.
happening?
okay.
Ignore
Man,
me.
the delay is still kind of. I don't know how to fix the delay. I tried, guys.
It's about a minute. It's
Yeah.
not great.
I need
It's
to like go into the settings and be like, cause like it said like you are like delayed by 12 seconds. And I was like, don't feel like 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's not
So,
12 seconds.
I'll also say that YouTube, I feel like, has a longer delay. Like,
Alright, so I need to turn it down as much as
I'll do
possible.
Oh, dang,
Yeah.
wait,
Okay.
Madison, I'm deleting your thing.
deleting what
Alrighty.
thing?
Wait, can I edit your thing?
Let me go to
What are you?
Twitter.
What are you deleting?
No. I want it to show up with the. Hello. Sorry.
It didn't have it attached. I attached it though.
Oh, but
Literally was about to retweet on the same account. Totally not.
You're about to do what now?
I almost retweeted on the same account.
Da, da, da.
I'm not dumb.
No,
I swear.
why is it showing the old thing? That's so annoying.
I swear.
It takes forever to update, and sometimes it just never does.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway,
It's okay.
how's it going, guys?
I mean,
I don't think I need to explain
mix.
myself.
No, you're good.
I'm eating
How
trail
is-
mix.
Lovely.
What?
I'm
Eating
eating.
trail mix?
Yeah.
I have sweets that I haven't.
Eaten yet? And I'm gonna eat them right now. I don't know what they are. They were gifted to me.
Nice.
Alright.
I just know they're dark chocolate, the superior chocolate.
Ooh, I love dark chocolate.
Oh my goodness, Sleepless,
Thank
work
you.
on your homework. Please.
Oh my gosh!
Work on your
Great.
homework.
Do
Okay.
work comes before.
Okay. I think I still have the slideshow thing set up, so hopefully we're good on that.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as we wait.
I think we're pretty much ready. I'm just waiting for you to, you know, it's yours.
You want me to start?
Yeah, it's your book, man.
Oh, you want me to? Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
where's
my
unless you
book?
want to know what we're drinking, because I have tea right now.
Oh, you have tea. I don't have tea.
I have chamomile tea at the moment because I
Wait.
need something to help me.
Fair
Does
enough.
anybody know what I have?
Coffee.
Ew.
I have no idea.
Do you have
Water.
tea? Water? Okay, that's
Water.
fair. Water.
That's so boring, Madison.
I
Get
mean,
out of
I
here.
have water
I
behind me. I have water behind me.
I had sweet tea earlier.
Well, why didn't you save
and-
it?
Well, because I drank it.
That
And
was
then
so
I went,
aggressive.
and then I was gonna grab I was gonna grab a root beer out of my fridge to eat, but I had already poured tea.
Yeah, the
then
bottle
I was like-
and all.
Yeah, and I was
Bottle
like,
and
oh,
all. Nom nom.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll grab a root beer next time, and then I grabbed water, and I was like,
I guess I'll start. I guess. I guess we can start the stream. Cool. Welcome to Tea Talk, everyone. Week. We're all doomed.
yeah, we are.
Hey, we haven't even started talking yet. Okay, so my choice of book was The Dragon Twins by Michelle Madow, which is probably like my favorite book or my favorite book series.
Do you want me to? you want me
Because
to-
there are 4 books in this series, and we only read the first one.
Oh.
So let's get into it then.
All right.
Why don't we?
Let me.
Yeah.
Boop.
What?
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna need to.
I might
Pull
have
up
to
the
adjust our
slide.
chibis. Yep. Madison is gigantic.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
No. Make me big this time. I
I
get to
know.
be big. I get to be.
I need to like. Nope.
I'm just waiting for it to pop up on the stream.
Hold on, I'm trying to enlarge you. There you go. I don't know where to put you. Okay, maybe you're like right here. That's good. That's a good spot for you. You're like big, and then we'll put Madison and me in the corner. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right.
Alright. I'm eating food. I forgot to look up information about this. But I kind of know it off the top.
I
of
mean,
my
you
head.
just explained the title again, and then also obviously the book date.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, this is The Dragon Twins. It is a relatively new book. I'm actually gonna look up the exact day that.
It was
Or
in
the exact-
2020.
It was like January something.
Yeah, October 21st, 2020 was the first book.
Oh, the
so it
first book.
is-
My bad. It's not
Yeah,
2022.
the first book. Yeah, no. The first book was 2020.
Okay.
So it is a really new book series. I know
It
for
just-
a fact the last book didn't come out till like last September. So
So
It's
we
really
just read this on its 2-year anniversary then?
yeah. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, I guess we have.
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
Look at
That's
us go.
crazy.
That's cool.
I didn't even realize that one.
Oh my goodness.
Nice,
and
Madison.
I am too lazy to go grab the
You're
book.
welcome.
It's behind me. I can't
I know,
reach
mine's
it.
on my bed.
I can't reach
I
it.
have it in my hands,
If
don't
I
worry.
move, I can't move. So.
You know, okay, so I would like to also provide context to how fast the 3 of us just read this book.
I finished mine yesterday night when I was working on thumbnails and stuff and like all of this. I
Okay.
was doing a lot of behind the scenes tech work last night and I was very tired.
Okay.
So-
I
fair enough.
have totally finished the book. Yes.
Oh my
Madison,
God,
did you not
Madison,
finish
did you not
it?
finish it?
Madison, the
Madison.
last
So,
chapter, I'm going to go
anyway-
in depth about it. Like, it is super important.
I know, it's okay. It
Wait, how
happens
far?
to
Wait,
me.
what chapter did you get up to?
What?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God.
Wait, no, Madison,
Madison,
text me the number of the chapter that you got.
yes, please.
I
What?
don't want to.
Madison, text me the number.
I don't want to.
Okay,
She's like at
for
chapter
context-
20.
Gosh. Okay, for context for everyone else, I think this is my third time reading through this book alone.
It's an
Hold
easy
up.
read, honestly. It's a very easy read, though. It didn't take
Yeah,
long.
no, it's a really nice read. Hold
I'm
up.
really enjoying where I'm at.
From the start of no, I think overall total, this is my third time reading through this specific book. This is my second time reading through it this year.
Mhm.
Like beginning of 2022. This is my second time reading through this book. But I also read this book in 3 hours today. I started it at 2 and finished it at 5. And that's how I did my reading. Okay, moving on. We're not gonna talk
I'll go
about
on
my
to the next
reading
slide then.
habits, which are great.
Oh my goodness, Moon.
promise.
You wrote like, oh, that's a long synopsis. I gotta move Madison over again.
Oh, no, it's not. I copy and pasted what's on the back of the book.
Ah! Okay,
That's all it is.
Madison.
Um,
It's okay, that's what
there
I
we go.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
there we
mean,
go.
it's just I think my back of the book just happened to be a bit longer than what Madison's was.
You had to up. You have
You
to up.
forgot, you
had to
forgot
upgrade.
something though.
All right, do you want me to? No, I will summarize because. Okay, so this book is about these two twin sisters. Would you believe it? There's twins in this book. It's not like it's called the Dragon Twins. These two twin sisters, Gemma and Mira, who have basically been told by their mom, like, hey, yo, you're probably these mystical, like, witches called the Dragon Twins, which basically means that they're witches that were gifted with, dragon elemental powers. And so, supposedly, on their 17th birthday, they're supposed to gain these powers and be all magical and fun stuff like that. So on their 17th birthday comes along, and, you know, they get these magics. That's not English. They get these magics. Okay. And then, you know, they're promptly attacked by a griffin.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, as one does. And then this guy, Ethan, who we're gonna have a whole debate on,
I'm
shows
ready.
up. He
I'm
is
ready.
Mira's boyfriend.
I'm ready to
and he
have a
shows
debate.
Not yet, not yet. He shows up and he's like, yo, I'm here to help you. I'm here to save you. Like, I was sent here to protect you. Because he's a dragon shifter. And it's great. Great words. Not me literally reading this. Yeah, so they're basically thrown into the supernatural world, and they have to kind of navigate discovering their own powers as well as trying not to get killed. Yeah, that's the synopsis.
I mean, that'd be an
Oh,
important
and at the
endeavor.
same time, Gemma, who is basically our main protagonist throughout this whole thing, has feelings for Ethan, but Ethan is dating Mira, but like, is he?
Does he really like her though?
Oh,
And so
dear.
that's where we're going off from that. That is
I'm
my
ready for this
synopsis.
debate later. Alright,
Okay, so
I have
that's
some
my
things
synopsis.
to say about that later.
No. Later.
Later.
Do you guys have anything to add to my synopsis?
Sounds like a good synopsis.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I mean, the
okay.
the viewers can read for themselves in that really tiny font.
It is, yeah. That is literally what's on the back of the book. So if you also just wanted to like look up The Dragon Twins by Michelle Madow, I don't know, Madow. I don't know. It's M-A-D.
Yeah,
I would love to.
Can I
That is
say
what's
it?
on the back.
I'd love
Can I
to.
say
Yeah.
something?
Yes.
So this does involve the book. I was reading it at work on my break, okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And this girl came up to me that I work with, and she works in a different department. She goes, "Oh my gosh, are you reading?" I was like, "Yeah." And she looks at it. She's like, "The Dragon Twins." She's like, "What is that about?" And she like looked at me. I was like, twins and dragons."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh," and she's like, she wanted to know if it was spicy.
Oh my god.
Yes.
She like
Yes.
flipped through it. She said, "I don't think it's spicy. I have an eye for that." And then she told me about what she reads,
Oh.
Oh, well.
and I looked it up. It's very interesting.
Well then.
Look, it
Yeah.
is spicy, but it's in its own way. It's a
I-
different kind of spice. And it's
it's
I'm also
mild.
thinking about it.
It's very mild.
Yes, but I'm also thinking about like because
You've read the other books.
Watching, I have
You've-
read all 4 books.
So like we don't even know the full extent
Yeah.
of the spiciness. This
You
is,
do
like-
not know how mad I'm going to be in this discussion because of how much I can't say.
Yeah. Later on in life when we get around to the other books, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm forcing you all to finish this
Oh
series.
god.
Um,
Okay.
But yeah, I was gonna say something. I don't think. Oh well.
Should I go on to the
Okay,
next slide?
Let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
What is the next?
Oh
slide?
god, I have to reset us again.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know how to do characters for this book because there are basically 3 main characters and then like 1 secondary character and then a heck of a lot of minor characters. But I kind of just
I'm
picked out
just
people I thought
gonna-
were important.
We're gonna be really small, Madison.
That's okay.
Okay, and then
I
Moon.
made y'all miniature.
Madison
go.
doesn't have much to say.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
Madison. Madison, please send me the number chapter that you got up to, so please, so I
You
know.
have to.
For my own
Madison, we
sanity.
need to know.
Moon.
Give me actually
Okay.
a second as I grab my book.
Feel embarrassed.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm back.
If you say 5, though, I will be disappointed.
Madison.
What number? Wait, message me. Why am I not?
This is how far
No.
like into the book you actually got. Wait, like you finished that one, or like you didn't start it yet?
No, like I was starting that one.
Madison, you
I-
haven't gotten to anything good yet.
I need to know.
But it-
Someone message
but
me.
it's
Wait.
And you haven't even broke the surface of the good stuff.
Wait, what? How far did you
Guys,
get? I need to know.
I just.
Well, do you have your book on you?
I unfortunately. Oh my.
Hey, it's better.
I
It's
will.
better than
I will
5.
explain. Okay. When we get into the actual plot, I will explain how far Madison is into the actual plot. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Because I just forgot where she was.
Listen, I tried so hard. I brought it to work, and then I would try to do it after work, and then I'd be so tired I'd pass out on the couch.
Alright, we're
It's
probably
okay,
gonna spoil
it-
the book, but I expect you
it's-
still to read it.
All
Okay.
right, Madison.
Oh, I
Madison, it's
definitely am
okay.
gonna read it after the stream.
Yeah.
So like,
It's okay.
Okay, good.
You take your time. I mean, honestly, you're just getting spoilers, so
You're
That's
gonna miss
okay.
out on a lot of good stuff, but
it's okay.
all right. Let's just
it's okay.
we'll continue on with stuff that
Let's
isn't
dive
spoiler
right
if-
in.
Well, actually, some of it is. Okay, so our
It's
main
fine.
characters. Our main characters are obviously Gemma, who is the dragon twin witch of fire and earth. So those are her
Uh-huh.
elements. And then her twin sister is Mira, who is the twin of water and air. And then we've got our lovely dragon shifter, Ethan, who is of ember. I refuse to say that right now because that is a spoiler.
That was honestly.
those are,
I'm not
like-
surprised. I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, no, it gets interesting.
Yeah.
So those are our like 3 main characters.
I love
Then we have
Harper.
who I you have actually met. You've met Harper.
I love
Yes, I do
She
like
is
Harper.
the witch of a place called Utopia, which is where we spent probably a third of the book. Honestly, we spend a third of the book in Utopia. She is so fun. I love her.
Yeah, Harper's
Um,
great.
Yeah, and then
Mhm,
some more minor characters. Obviously, I don't know if we ever learned their mom's name.
It's like Rachel, I think.
I have no idea what it was. I wasn't spending that much time looking through the book.
Yeah, I think it was Rachel.
I don't think her name
No,
was really
Rachel-
ever.
no.
No, Rachel was a cousin or
Rachel
something.
died.
Yeah, Rachel
No,
died.
that
Wait.
was Rebecca. That was
Wait.
Rebecca.
Oh, was it Rebecca?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay,
I
so
don't
maybe
know.
her name.
Respect
maybe
the
her mom-
dead.
She's not super relevant within the book, but she kind of sticks around for a while, so I thought she'd be important to mention.
She's just kind of there.
Then we got Hecate, which Madison, you don't know.
I thought it was a cat.
No, it's Hecate.
Oh, my bad. I'm mixing
I'm
up my
telling you
heck
right
is
now,
he?
I know
I'm-
exactly how to pronounce it.
What the heck a T?
Oh my god.
T.
Time to go jump in
It's
that
Hecate.
volcano.
And she is the actual, literal Greek goddess of magic, witchcraft, the moon. She's also the goddess of thresholds, necromancy, stuff like that. I know a lot about her. But she is a character in this book. Then there's Rosella, who is basically I'm gonna just say for now, she's the guardian of Ethan and his family. There's more to her that you learn about in the book, which you know already, Madison, but I don't want too spoilery.
Oh,
Um,
Yeah.
And there's Elizabeth, who is the Queen of Utopia.
The
and
hot
the only reason
vampire
I know her
woman.
name- What? Yes.
The hot
she's a
vampire
vamp-
woman.
She's a vampire. Then there's Mary, who's the Queen of Haven. She's also a vampire.
Love Mary.
Who, yeah, you haven't met Mary yet, Madison.
No.
Then there's Raven, who is the Holy Queen of Swords. She makes a small appearance in this book. She also, I believe, I'll get to it later. Then there's Selena, who actually is never seen in the book, but she's mentioned quite a few times, more than I thought she was. But she's there. She's the Holy Queen of Wands. And then we got our lovely villains. Lavina is the Dark Queen of Wands, and
I
then
love
Lilith.
that name.
Lavinia.
Yeah, I know.
Is it
And
like,
then
wait, is
Lilith,
it Lavinia? Or Lavinia?
Lavinia?
Okay, it was
Yeah,
right.
Lavinia.
Okay.
And then Lilith, who we know nothing about other than the fact that she is kind of like our mastermind.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
I tried to keep my character descriptions really vague, because there's so much that I could say about
Oh,
all of these characters.
Believe me, Sleepless, I plan on it. I plan on it.
Oh no, what does Super say?
I can't see.
They're saying y'all should
Oh,
review
oh,
Percy
I see.
Jackson. I plan on it.
Oh, no, we have heard.
Yeah. I totally don't have
Okay,
an
look,
description.
okay.
They said they're
Sleepless.
writing a
Look,
book.
there is a character named Raven in the book. I know, it is not my character. Actually, though, oh my gosh, wolves. Look at the similarities between. Okay, Raven in this book is like a full-on warrior, like.
Yeah, but this Raven
mess
isn't
with
like emo,
people.
so don't talk to
You're
me.
dead.
No, she's not emo, but like she is also a bit like aggressive. They
Yeah.
both got the aggressive nature going with them.
Yeah, but they don't.
Um,
Raven's attitude is just like, I want Raven to be like, bro, I want to punch you. Stop being emo for 2 seconds. Stop being I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
Rude.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you can switch sides.
I love Raven. No disrespect. All right, sorry, I'm going.
Tell me when you switch sides, because I
Oh
can't
my
tell.
god. Okay, I gotta read it justice again. Hold on. I don't know how to make this easier for myself, so
You don't.
I really don't. I can't think of a way.
I don't know either, honestly.
I mean, you'd probably have to keybind them to all different locations.
I probably would, but it's really annoying to do that, so you know.
It might
Okay,
be
there you
useful
go, Moon.
for the future.
We're good now. Continue.
Okay, cool. Favorite characters? I mean, me personally, I really like Gemma.
Me too.
Okay, Wolves' opinion?
Mike. My favorite character, I'd have to say, it's hard because
Well, no, but like, do you like Gemma as a character?
Gemma is like 50-50 for me.
I like Gemma as a character.
I like Gemma. She definitely does have some flaws to her, I will say.
Yeah, but like,
But
that's the nature of books, Wolves.
I know that, but
But
I do love how she really embraces the supernatural part of it. Like, a lot of characters in books
Yes.
will be like, ew, no, I don't want this. I don't want this to ruin my life.
That's
Which,
fine, yeah.
you know, that's Mira.
That's Mira.
By the way, I thought her name was Myra. I apologize.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Mira.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was saying it, Mira.
I said Mira, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
it's
but
written in
Gemma,
the-
like, she,
but-
embraces it, so I appreciated that. Like, she didn't, like, moan and whine about, like, being, like, the supernatural thing, like most
No.
characters would, and I'm happy about that.
She was like, I'm ready.
I was like,
for
I'm
it."
ready
She
for
was-
this, let's go, magic, woo! And I was
She's
like,
like, I've been reading books my whole entire
Yeah.
life, and I'm like,
Mhm.
relatable.
She's a book nerd, and we
Mhm.
love
Yes.
that.
Alright.
She just makes her relatable. We love
Yeah.
her.
No. Yeah, so she's our twin of Fire and Earth. She's also the main point of view through book 1 and most of the rest of the series.
Does any other point of view come into play? Because I tried to, like,
Yes.
Really?
In this book, there is one other point of view, which we won't talk about right now. So we will get to it. But in the other books, there's a lot more switching.
because
This is the one that's the heaviest on Gemma.
I just looked, like, I briefly gazed at the to see if
Look,
it ever
we'll
changed.
get to it. We'll get to
And
it, okay?
But I
We'll get
never
to it.
saw it.
Get
Oh,
to
I see it.
Oh my
No,
I found
stop!
it.
Don't
Oh
read
my
it!
God.
Don't read it! Don't read it!
Don't
Don't read
read
it!
it.
Don't read
I'm
it!
not
Oh
gonna
my
read
goodness.
it.
Okay.
I just wanted
Okay,
to
and then
see if I
the
could
second
find
favorite-
it.
My second favorite character, which I'm pretty sure you're both gonna agree with me,
Yes.
is Harper.
Yeah.
She is okay, one, she is insanely powerful. Like, she is a high witch of Utopia. So she trains, like, people older than her, too. Like, she's a boss. And she's just fun. She's so chill and fun. I love her.
She really is. I think she's honestly my favorite next to Gemma, but she did go down on my favorites list for something that she did, and I will talk about it later. So.
Well-
yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, but I
Well-
think Harper is, like, the perfect blend of Mira and Gemma.
Yeah, she's like, if the
Yeah.
twins were like one person, it'd be Harper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I loved her comment whenever they're talking about like the male chamber and stuff.
Mm.
And she's like, we got some fun, like just like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
just like be like, oh, are you
Gemma
sure?
being like, yo.
Yo.
You trying to find yourself a man out
Yeah.
there? And she's like,
Harper's basically trying to set up Gemma, like, hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
She's trying to help a
Okay,
fellow girl out,
switch.
you know? It's understandable.
Switch.
And then
Okay,
Ethan
sorry.
being weird, but-
Okay. Boop.
This one I could do really fast. Least favorite characters. I mean, it's the villains because they're like really cool in this.
Oh yeah, no,
So
I was
Lavina,
surprised about how dark your book got.
Yeah, it gets really
Oh,
dark.
it's dark.
Well,
It does.
Dark for the
I
book.
was shocked.
Okay, but yeah, so Lavina is the Dark Queen of Wands. She's the one we do see throughout this book. And she's kind of like no mercy killing people. Yeah, it's really dark. And then Lilith, we know nothing about as of right now. She is kind of just a name that floats around. We know she exists. We know she's doing stuff. We know she's controlling people. And that is about all we know about her.
If
But
y'all
we know she's not good.
if
all.
y'all know lore from certain religions, you might piece together who Lilith is.
I don't even know what you're
The
talking
devil.
Oh, close, Madison. But you know,
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't even know who she is.
it's from religious lore. I think Christianity or Catholic. There is like lore about Lilith. She is a known figure in a certain mythology / religion. So if you guys know your religion and mythology about other places, you might know Lilith, is which she's based off of, which I found pretty neat. So, yeah.
I didn't even know this
Religious
one.
and not
Thank you.
knowing.
This is
You're
why we do
welcome.
this.
This is what I'm here
Alright.
for, because I'm a nerd about mythology, and I know
I know.
I literally, there were so many references your author made to certain types of genres, and I was just
Oh,
like,
mate, the fourth book, they're so obvious, but they're so good. Like, I really wish you guys, cause words. I can't talk about it.
okay,
Oh.
you want me to continue on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Are we ready for some spoilers?
Oh yeah. Spoiler alert!
Madison, are you
Spoiler
ready for
alert!
spoilers?
Spoiler alert!
Oh no, I better
Spoiler
leave.
alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah, bye, Madison.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh my god, I can't even fit our chibies on here, Moon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This was like fully. I summarized the entire book.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna be extremely small.
That's okay. You can like delete our chibis.
It's okay. No, I got
actually
this.
leave our chibis on there somewhere.
There.
Okay, Madison, don't read this thing yet. Let me talk, and I want to hear your reactions. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We're going to start at the beginning of the book. So, as we've discussed,
Okay, there.
this is like the most broad thing I could do. So, as it gets towards the end, I might start going more specific because it gets really interesting at the end. But okay, yeah. So Gemma and Mira get their dragon powers and discover the supernatural world. Obviously, after getting attacked. And then Ethan, Mira's boyfriend, comes and saves them. It's like, yo, let's go. We gotta get out of here. So they head back to his house where Rosella is like, yo, I've set up a place. Oh, Rosella, who is a vampire, but also a, what's it?
Prophetess? The prophetess?
Yeah, she can see the future.
Yes.
And she's like, yep, I've set up so you guys can go to this supernatural city called Utopia. So they go to Utopia, which is basically a city full of female witches and vampires, and then they have mortal or human men there, and that is there are no supernatural men there, because they're afraid of them. But yeah, so they're there. When they get there, the queen's like, "Yo, you gotta train. You gotta get strong with those powers." So Ethan trains them on dragon magic, while Harper, as well as this other witch, named Alice, who doesn't come up a ton.
Oh, Alice,
book,
you know,
but she's also
you were gone too soon. Gone too soon.
So they train them with witch magic, which, Madison, we've now entered territory that you don't know.
All right.
Let's
Tell
go.
me how it happens.
Yeah, so they're training, they're getting good, and then Utopia gets attacked by demons.
Of course it does.
You break through the barrier, and so
Oh shit.
they're like,
oh, no.
okay,
oh no. Oh
we
no.
gotta get out of here.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, no,
please,
what?
Please,
What?
please.
Did it go down?
Please tell me it didn't go down. My Wi-Fi is still okay.
You're still here.
Okay, wait. Okay, no, it just
No,
my
it went
my
down.
phone like literally did my chat thing. Oh my god, what is going on?
I think it may have paused for a second.
I think it's buffering.
Is it?
Alright, hold on. Let me
I
go to
don't
our
s-
background real quick. Hold on, I need to double check something.
I
Ah.
think it's fine.
Yeah, no. I think
Let
it
me
went
double
down.
check. It's like buffering.
Oh, well,
It's
Well
buffering.
Wolves is
and
doing
it's,
that.
it's concerning me. It says excellent connection, but it's buffering.
It looks like it's fine to me.
I don't know why it's
Yeah,
loading on
it's-
my thing here though, and I'm
I
concerned.
don't know. Because it only says there's one person.
What is happening?
The one person is me.
I
But
don't.
I'm also on it.
I'm
Oh.
scared.
Are
it's
you on
not
the
right.
T-Talk account, though?
Mm-mm.
Oh, just kidding.
What?
Let me see.
It's like loading. And then it like I'm looking at my phone here, and then it's like stopped.
I mean, it changed. It doesn't. It looks fine to me on my phone.
it's
Let
not.
me
on-
check on my phone.
Okay, it's good now. I think I just had to refresh my phone, but it's like loading on my thing here.
Yeah, it's working fine on my laptop too.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like scared from last time. Cause like last time my thing died in the middle of the stream, and I got so mad.
I think you're good.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to
Tell
the
me when you
slideshow.
fix that.
Okay, continue.
Oh. Well, while my thought to what would you say? Oh
Mm.
yeah, this place that has never been, entered before. Never, like they're like, oh yeah, this place is impossible to get into.
Yeah.
Is suddenly broke into, of course.
Yes.
I figured
Which
that.
is explained later. But yeah. So this place is attacked by demons, and Gemma's like, all right, I got this, boys. So they're in the Queen's Chamber, which is basically a dead end at the bottom of a volcano, which is where this utopia is built in a, volcano. Great. And Gemma's like, I got this. And she makes like a miles-long tunnel through the earth, past the borders of Utopia, so that everyone in there can escape and get out because people are dying. Within this attack, Alice is also killed. She gets hit with dark magic and she dies instantly.
A lot of people die, including Benjamin. Poor guy. I actually
Yeah.
liked him.
But Alice is the only one that you see die,
Yeah.
or that through the book.
Who
you
knows?
see die.
Maybe Benjamin's alive and I'm fooling myself, or he's just dead.
That's so
yeah,
sad.
So they all escape, but the Queen Elizabeth decides to stay behind. She's like, if there are survivors, I have to stay back and lead my people. So she stays behind, and the rest of them escape, and they go over to Haven, which is another one of the supernatural cities, which is led by Mary.
And that's
you just-
where Rosalina took Lizzie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Though we never actually run into them. So
Of course
who
we do.
knows where they are, but we never run into them. Yeah. So they're vibing over there. Mary, who literally is just addressed as Mary, is like, I'm bringing over the wolves. How do you say them? The angel
Nephilim?
people.
The Nephilim?
Yeah, them. They're basically people who they are really strong warriors who've got almost angelic-like swords. That are the only thing that can defeat demons. But there's this really strong one, and her name is Raven, and she is the Holy Queen of Swords. And she is a good swordsman. So she comes over and she starts teaching Mira and Gemma, sword fighting. So they're training and doing all that jazz. And then Mary's like, yo, guys, none of the leaders can figure out how they breach the barriers. Like, it shouldn't be possible. Because Madison, as you may have remember, Lilith has, or the evil person, since we don't know who it is at the moment, has been tracking dragon magic and the use of it. So
Yes.
when they get to Haven, they're banned from using their magic. So they're like, yo, guys, we got a problem. Like, we don't know how they did it, but they broke in. And so Mary's like, I know this place. It is called Hecate's Eternal Library. And Ethan, you can't go, because only witches can go. So they said,
little
Gemma, Mira,
did they know.
and Harper.
Little did they know.
Oh, God.
Shush. They send Gemma, Mira, and Harper on this quest up a mountain, which is called Moon Mountain, right? I believe so.
I wonder
I read
why
this, like,
it's
a few
called
hours
Moon Mountain. Who would have thought?
I know, it's crazy.
Uh-oh.
Hecate is the goddess of the moon. That's
Oh,
why
are
it's
you
called
kidding
Moon
me? No!
No!
Get rid of it! Be
Mountain.
gone!
Yeah?
Be
I'm
gone!
going. Whoa, now it keeps going!
No!
Ah,
Ew! Get away!
abort.
Get away! Get away! Get away!
Uh,
Shoo!
I'm trying.
I can't touch it
Okay.
because I have to stay on the screen.
I got it.
Oh, I see.
Why?
What is happening?
We got a spammy person.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I wasn't on that part, so you both just started going, ah! I was like, hello?
I was just like, ah.
No, we do not consent. Go away.
We do not consent. Get out of here.
Go away.
Wait, that was
Had-
bad.
Only sweet book lovers are allowed.
That is
Wait,
not
can I
books
continue?
you wish
May I
to
continue?
give us.
May I?
Wow,
Wait,
Rez, thanks. Or sad.
Wait,
What
Rez
is
is
he?
in chat?
Yeah. Hi, Rez.
Devin, go away.
Where?
Devin, why would you do this? You haven't even read it. Shush.
You
Wait, have you?
haven't.
Have you? Wait.
Bet no.
Oh,
Bet
there it
no.
is.
Oh my god.
Devin.
Not sleepless going. Devin, you'll
disappointment.
find
The
witches hot.
questions that sleepless asks.
I love it.
Alright.
What a statement.
What a state. I love it. Let's clip chat.
Look, there's no particular reason why I'm obsessed with this book, and it just had an influence on the rest of my life. We won't talk about it. Okay, where were we?
They're going
cool,
to
so
Mount
we're at
Hecate. They're doing
yeah.
the trials.
Moon Mountain, and so they're going through these 3 trials up this mountain.
Bye, or Devin. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so they're going up this mountain, and they have to pass through these 3 trials. So the first one is there's this river that runs all around the mountain, and then there's this giant dog, and he sits, or wolf, whichever, and he sits on the other side. I would also like to note that all of the animals I'm going to mention have the triple moons on their foreheads, because they're creatures of Hecate, and that is her symbol. But yeah, so there's this thing, and basically they just have to get past this dog, and this dog has to just basically walk up to them and be like, ah, yes, you may pass, by just staring at them. And they move on. Then they run into these lovely little cats. Each of the cats, there's 3 cats, one for each of them, and each of the cats has a different phase of the moon, making up the triple moon, which I think is just really cute.
Aw, wait,
But
that
yeah,
is
so each
cute.
of them has a cat, and the cats lead them to these 3 pathways. This is my favorite part of the book, if you can't tell. And so
I know
they're
exactly
like, okay.
why.
Shut up! You don't even understand fully.
I do understand.
No, you don't, because there's so much there that isn't in this first book.
I can take a hazard guess.
No, you can't. Okay, so they lead them to these 3 paths, and so the 3 of them split up, and Gemma goes down this path, and is like, ah, there's this lovely smell in the air. I would also like to point out, at this moment, Gemma and Mira's dragon powers have been cut off, and so they only have their witch magic. And so Gemma comes across these plants, and there's these really pretty plants, and she's like, man, what are these plants called again? I can't remember. And then she reaches her hand out and she gets poked by one of them, and she's
Of
like,
course.
oh right, it's called nightshade.
Whoops. Whoops. What a
So,
big whoops.
Yeah, so she starts going numb and passes out. And then the book takes a little bit of a turn. Everything is now in italics because we are in a hallucination.
Ooh.
Basically, Gemma is reliving the first day that she met Ethan. And so he comes up and they have this awkward conversation, and then Ethan goes to her at one point and says, like, do you have a secret, like, one you could wish you could tell everyone, but, like, you can't for, like, the safety of everyone? And so at the very beginning of the book, which is the first chapter, Gemma goes, not really. But in this hallucination, she goes, like, she looks out to the sea, and Ethan's like, yo, you can tell me. And she's like, I can trust this guy. And she's like, yeah, like, me and my twin sister are supposed to be witches and, like, whatever. And she tells him about this whole prophecy thing. And he's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm supposed to sent here to protect you. And it's this whole hallucination of basically if Ethan had stayed on the beach with Gemma, and basically Gemma and Ethan get together, and it's their story, and they're really in love with each other. And we learn a bunch of other things as well about just Ethan and kind of like his culture. Like, it's out in the open that he's a dragon the whole time, and that these girls are supposed to get magic, and they know for a few months. And they know for a few months ahead of their birthday. And so we come to, like, the end of the chapter, and, like, Gemma, like, knows, like, she is kind of living through it in her body, but, like, also separate, and she has to keep reminding herself, like, this is just a hallucination, like, this isn't real, like, he doesn't love me in real life, even though, like, in this world,
So
like,
sad.
they're very madly in love.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, they're basically talking about, okay, like, your ceremony is tomorrow, like, you're about to be 17, and this whole thing will go down if there's this thing for dragons, that if they share the same magic, they can be bound together, and they're called twin flames. And they're basically soulmates for each other. And so, but in order for that to happen, they also share one of their elements with each other. And so basically it ends with Gemma being like, do you think? And then everything starts going fuzzy and faded, and Gemma starts hearing Mira's voice and Harper's voice, and she's brought out of her hallucination back to reality, where down Mira's path there was a bunch of herbs to make a healing potion. And so basically Gemma and Mira have healed Gemma, or Mira and Harper have healed Gemma, and she's back to reality. But she's like, none of it was real. It was all hallucination. Like, my Ethan doesn't exist. The Ethan of this world is with Mira. She refers to the dream version of Ethan as my Ethan a lot, which is, it's so heartbreaking. She's like, I'll never feel him, like, again. Like, I'll never feel his arms around me again. And you're like,
getting cold chills.
Stop. It's so no, Madison, it is such a moment. It's literally my favorite moment of this entire book. Is that sequence? Oh, it's so. But yeah, so this happens.
That's so sad.
So apparently, while she's passed out, Gemma was saying Ethan's name, and Mira's standing right there. And so when she wakes up, Mira's like, "Why were you saying his name?" Because Mira's all edgy and on edge, because, like, Ethan's been pulling away emotionally ever since their birthday, and she doesn't know why.
The really, like, straight up questions Harper asks are amazing, by the way. Just like to point out.
Which one?
You know the question that Harper blurts out, and, like, Gemma stumbles after she says.
Oh yeah. That's a good question.
Say it louder for the people in the back here.
I mean,
maybe we can get into that later.
We
can
can.
get into that later if we need to.
Okay.
But yeah, so they wake up, they go to sleep, they're ready, and they venture through basically the rest of their trials, which is basically they just ride some horses, and the cats lead them to a cave, and they step through a wall. And then they're suddenly in Hecate's eternal library, and Hecate herself is standing there like, hey guys, what's going on?
How's it going?
Yeah, so they enter this library. She's like, okay, the deal is you can ask me whenever I'm here one question, and you all get one question, that is it. Don't try to roam around the library because it's organized in a way that only I understand, and if you try to find your own knowledge here, you will get stuck here for eternity. And there are people wandering around just stuck here in days. It's really sad. But so they're like, okay, we're gonna talk, we're gonna come up with 3 questions. So they ask them 3 questions, and they learn that that Lilith is behind this whole thing, and that she has basically captured, or she has a witch working with her who's a distant relative of Gemma and Mira's, and the witch, no, she's a vampire, and basically she's what's called a gifted vampire. So she's a vampire with special abilities, and her ability is to track when dragon magic is being used. So they're like, okay, we've got to go kill this person so that they no longer can track our magic and that we can use it freely and train with it. So Hecate's like, all right, you gotta head back now, but before you go, here's some keys. You can put them into any doorway and you'll appear back in my library. So you can get here whenever, but you can also like come here and go wherever you want through any doorway. And so they all get their own keys. We could talk about the keys more specifically later if we want to. Because yeah, I can't talk about it. And then Hecate's also like, yo, here's Ethan's key too. And they're like, what? And she's like, yeah, he's got witch blood somewhere in there. So here's his key too.
They begrudgingly never explain.
I don't remember if they properly, I know that's not the last time they mention it.
Like, do they ever explain it in the other books at the very least? Or is it never properly explained?
I don't know if they properly ever explain it, but like there's definitely more behind it that they definitely tell. Yeah, so they head back, and basically before Gemma jumps through, she's like, I have to forget about this hallucination. It wasn't real. This Ethan, like, he's not in love with me. So she's the last one to step through. So Harper and Mira go through her, and she comes through, and Ethan's looking at her. And it's the moment. It's a moment, and you're like, oh, snap.
Like,
yeah,
oh
Amira's
god, he knows.
a little angry.
I was like, oh
She's
god,
what the heck?
oh god,
like,
he.
she doesn't
My
know
goodness,
anything
my
yet.
mic. He's like, oh god, he knows. Oh my god, he knows.
Yeah, it's a whole moment. Yeah, and then they basically tell Mary and Ethan, and technically their mom too, but the whole thing with Hecate's library is that if you don't have a key, you don't remember it, and you don't know about it. The only reason that Mary knows about it is because she was a witch before she was turned into a vampire. So she still has a key. So she still remembers it. Okay. I got a little off track. Yeah, so they have this whole thing, and then Harper's like, guys, I know exactly how to lure these people out so we can get into their lair. So they set up this whole plan with these angel people. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Can we acknowledge that a teenager came up with this plan and not adults?
Oh, yeah, no, Harper is a boss.
Yeah, like, legit, like, nobody in this entire thing thought to do this, and I'm like, bruh.
Well, now that they know who it is.
Yeah, but, like, not one of the adults immediately connected some facts, and Harper's the only one who's like, I got this. Which, girl boss, but, like...
But, so, basically, they go to this remote area, which we learn is where Raven, the Queen of Swords, was held by demons at some point, which I will come back to kind of that whole thing at some point. But basically, they're like, alright, they released their dragon magic to draw the demons towards them, and in doing so, a demon sneaks up behind them and stabs Mira in the side, and so she's teleported out of there. And then Ethan and Gemma have this whole moment of being like, I need you, I can't lose you, and then they're both teleported back. In the meantime, Harper has snatched one of the dark mages, and they have imprisoned her. And the whole thing is that they
arrive at, like, legit, when they went to this area, I kept thinking of Wakanda from Black Panther.
Yeah.
I was like...
It's called the Ward.
Yeah, the Ward. I was like, okay, reference.
But Harper basically also just snatched a dark mage who they thought would break easily so that they could get information from her, but also make a deal with her so that she would teleport them into the evil lair of Lilith. so that they could find this person that they needed to get rid of. But yeah, so they're teleported back to this place called the Ward, which basically it's this place that looks like there's nothing, and then they open up and this whole like tech, like underground area, like stainless steel, very like proper, and like they're like the ones with like the highest like prison security. It's really cool. It's a really
like
cool description
Azkaban from
the
Harry
place.
Potter. It's like that prison
I
from
don't
Marvel.
know.
It's like that. It's like Alcatraz. Any type of prison that seems impenetrable.
It's
But-
this really cool place.
but will
and it's a really
likely
cool
become-
description.
Will likely no longer have that name, considering how stories go.
But yeah, so they go down. Mira's resting, she's okay and all. And then I'm mentioning this even though it's a super specific detail. I think it's really important. I think it's really cool too. So Harper is like, okay, like I'm gonna go do whatever. I'm gonna go sleep. And so Ethan and Gemma like come down. Mira's like been sedated basically because she's freaking out about going underground because, as you know, control of air and water, she's like, underground, not it. But so she's asleep, and Gemma and Ethan are like, okay, like we could take turns, you know, like watching out for her. And then Ethan has this moment of like, yo, what was it like?
White
Hot
yes.
chocolate with like
White hot
marshmallows and
chocolate.
something
My
else
mic
is
won't
your-
pick me up. White hot chocolate with cream, I think. Or
yeah,
something along those
is
lines.
your comfort drink, right? We can get that. And Gemma's like, what? Like, how do you know that? And he's like, you've told it to me, haven't you? She's like, no, I haven't. And in her head, she's like, my Ethan would know that, but I've never told this Ethan that. He's like, oh, I guess Mira must have mentioned it to me at some point, very unconvincingly. So, interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so that all happens, and they're vibing, they're chilling for a few days as Mira recovers. And then 5 days later, the person that they brought in is like ready to make a deal. So she makes the deal that like she can stay in this place as a citizen as long as but she will also bring one of the twins, Ethan and Harper, to this dark lair so that they can meet this person. And so they're like, okay, we agree. And so they're like, okay, which twin? And Gemma's like, I will go. And Ethan's like, no. Very adamantly saying no, but they're all like, yeah, no, Gemma should go. Mira doesn't want to even go. But Ethan is very angsty and angry, and he's like, And so they teleport them in to this place, and this woman is like, are you here to help me? Like, I'm being controlled. I don't want to do this, but I'm stuck. Like, I can't do anything about it. And they're like, well, okay, sorry, like, we can't do anything about you. Like, we're just here to stop you, basically. She's like, oh, okay, that's so unfortunate. And they're like, how are you? Then they start talking about the dark weapons. So obviously Lavinia, which I've talked about, she's the Dark Queen of Wands. Yeah. And so they're like, how are you guys finding all these weapons? They're like, with the heart of a dragon. And they're like, what? A heart of it? Like, where'd you find one? They're like, yeah, we killed one outside of Australia a few weeks ago. And they're like, what was the dragon's name? And they're like, Brandon Pendragon, which is the name of Ethan's father.
No.
Who, Ethan's father was also the king of dragons, remember, making Ethan the prince of dragons. So they killed him, and Ethan's like, oh snap, and he basically goes into a blind rage and just kills this person instantly. And then starts freaking out, and the wind starts
I love
kicking
how you
up.
added this detail right here.
Which one?
This line I'm looking at, the line before the white text at the very end.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's really important.
Yeah,
Yeah, so, he's freaking out, and Gemma's like, oh shoot, like, Ethan, come back. She, literally, the line is like, I did, like, the only thing I could think of, and then she kisses him.
How is that the only thing she can think
Legit,
of?
I'm like, girl, be like,
That part didn't make sense.
me neither. I think the author was
But-
like, I'll provide some fan service here.
No, it really, I don't think she put it in a great way, but I think it was also just an important.
You know,
moment
we'll
to
say
happen.
like
Yeah,
it's the
but
quickest
he's
way for
still
her
with
to get
Mira.
like it's like the quickest
okay.
way for her to
Let me
get her
explain.
fire to him, I guess, you know.
Yeah, but so she kisses him, and then like suddenly like he starts kissing her back, like he starts snapping out of it, and then he's like I knew you'd come back to me. And she's like, wait, what? And they're like, okay, hold up, we can deal with this later. There's demons knocking down the door, and Harper's like, okay, like, guys, like, let's focus. So they're like, all right, Harper, you get to the door. Gemma and Ethan will hold back the demons with their fire. And so they're like, do that. Harper takes down this barrier that she's made, and they're holding back the demons with fire, and which is weakening them but not killing them, because the only thing that can kill demons are these special swords.
So Harper just witnessed them kiss too.
Yeah, don't.
And she's not like, man, your sister's gonna be pissed.
No, like they're about
Harper
to be.
has seen everything, and
Yeah.
she kind of. Harper basically knows everything that's kind of going on.
Like that.
Yeah.
She's got that.
Like
she's like that.
Definitely seen Gemma's
She's
reactions, but
she's
she's
like
also
that
seen yours.
side character with the intuition of what's going on, and she's like, kind of thing.
Yeah, but she's also like, I'm not getting in the middle of this.
Yeah, she's like, plus we're about to be killed. Move it.
Yeah, but
You know,
so
fair enough.
you know,
And
Gemma
then
and
she
Ethan are
does
holding back
something
these
that
demons
makes
with
hurts
fire.
me.
Shush. The Gemma and Ethan are holding back these people with fire, and Harper looks over and is like, I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna kill the demons. I'm not gonna run for the door like we planned to exit. No, I'm going and fighting all these guys.
Don't be the hero.
And so Harper runs around starting to like go at these demons, and they suddenly realize, oh, okay, like let's attack her now. And so Gemma and Ethan are like, okay, now we gotta get into this. And so Harper gets surrounded by two demons, and Gemma goes up and kills one of them, and then she turns around and she watches as the demon grabs Harper and slits her throat.
Of course she does. Of course.
And so Harper starts dying on the floor.
This hurt my heart,
And Ethan
bro.
basically grabs Gemma and is
Bro, this
"We
hurt my
have to
heart.
go." I know. Ethan grabs her, and Gemma is like, "We have to go. We only one key and one person for Hecate's thing. Like they can't bring her, with them." And so Gemma looks over and like, Harper stopped breathing. She's dead on the floor. And so the last thing that happens is like, Gemma's like, "Okay," like she doesn't say anything, and Ethan's like, "I'll be right behind you. Like I can't lose you. You have to go." And so Gemma goes through the door. And that's kind of the end, but there's one more chapter. And it's from Harper's perspective. And so it's the last chapter of the book. And it's basically Harper waking up in this weird like children's room, and sitting
Ew.
across from her is Lavinia holding the dark wand. And she's like, "What's happening?" And Lavinia's like, "I brought you back from the dead." And like Harper's like, "Ah, it must have been the wand." But she's like, "It wasn't the wand, it was through a different means." So Lavinia turned Harper into a vampire,
Oh my god.
and she's stuck in this room now. And so once she leaves, she's like, "Oh, there's a door, like I can use my key." And she goes up to the door to try to use it, but she doesn't have magic anymore. So she's no longer a witch. Therefore, she's no longer welcome in Hecate's realm. And so she's stuck in this room. And that's where the book ends.
What? Okay. That's okay.
I'm sorry, that was such a long
But-
explanation, but I
Yeah,
felt like there
no.
was so much stuff I needed to cover.
It was good. I liked it. But when you said that Gemma and Ethan were going to the door and they only had one key,
Yeah, so Harper has her own key, but she's dying on the floor.
But-
and then she's
but-
dead on the floor.
doesn't both Gemma and Ethan have their own keys, right?
Yeah.
Why do they only have one key?
So every single person who's made it to Hecate or is a witch and all has a key, and that key only works for that person.
Yeah, but he said we only have one key.
No. So one key, one person is basically what
Oh,
he said.
okay. Well, then you said
But
that
one key per person.
he would be right behind her, so then that makes me think that he's not making it.
Well, the book ends with basically Gemma going through the door. And
Oh.
Gemma goes before Ethan. Or at least that's what we think.
Oh lord.
I'm
I
just.
know so much tea.
God.
Yeah, you know,
Anyway,
you're making us curious here.
Where would
I
you like
need
to
the tea.
start?
Alright, let's go on to the
I
next
need
slide,
tea.
personally.
What's the next slide? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess we can.
Ooh, now let me just tell you the covers of these books.
Oh, yeah, they're
They're
really
gorgeous.
pretty.
They're so
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, so this is obviously the first book in a 4-part series, which goes the Dragon Twin, the Dragon Realm, the Dragon Scorned, and then the Dragon Queen.
Man, what's gonna happen there?
Yeah, I wonder.
It's really good. All of them are really cool. Yeah, and they get crazier as they go. Yeah.
Oh,
The
click the
series is
next
literally
one.
one of my favorite
I like
series.
how they changed her necklace to have the key on it. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Touch
so
to detail.
Madison, so
Ooh.
I mean, I want to talk about the keys a little bit. So each of the keys is customized to the person.
Mhm.
And they basically kind of symbolize the person in a way. So Mira's is like blue with swirls on the top. It's got a gem there. What's her name? Harper's is like got a moon and stars and it's purple and witchy.
Hmm.
Ethan's has a dragon on it.
Makes sense.
Straightforward. Um, Gemma's is our little interesting one because hers is a clock with wings on it. And no one really knows why it's like that because it doesn't match up with her earth or fire powers nor her witch powers. So she's like, "Hello?" And no one can really explain why it is like that. And Hecate's just like, "You'll find out in time, I guess, if what it means." But they all kind of represent the person. So it's an interesting little thing to put in there.
I'm gonna
yeah.
go to the next
Okay.
slide. We got any questions?
So many. Madison, do you have questions?
Wow.
I really. Wolves, do you have questions or do you have?
Let me think. I think I do. Actually.
Okay. I have a quick question.
Yeah, go for it.
Why is in each cover of the book she's wearing the exact same tank top?
Yeah, literally. I was like,
Probably
does she not get a
doesn't
change?
have time to change most of these books.
literally.
Well,
I was...
how long is this timeline? I mean, like,
It's a quite a like. I mean, they definitely do change. Like they change into the clothes of like whatever place they are at. But like,
I think the cover
Gemma
artist
starts
for
the book
Yeah.
in a tank top, and I think it's just supposed to be kind of like the neutral thing that is just representing her.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
I
we
would
all
say.
love tank tops. I'm wearing one right now. Tank tops are great.
I'm not.
I'm wearing a t-shirt from the library I used to work at, and it
Nice.
says, "This is my happy place," and it has a pile of books.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
that's so cute.
beautiful. I wish I
Yeah.
had my other shirt on. It's like it has a shirt with a lady carrying
we
a
talking
stack of
about this?
books, and it says like I was a bad girl at the library today.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so what were you gonna say?
Okay. I think I had a question. I am forgetting it now. Dang it.
I just think.
You know what? Maybe I'll think of it later. It'll pop up in my brain later. Moving
All right.
on. Reminder.
I would love. Wait, no. We are not done.
What?
Go back.
How
We
far?
have a debate to have.
No, we have to.
We
We
have
have
a
to go to
debate
the
to have.
ranting room first. There's a ranting slide.
Oh, okay, fine. Go
Jeez,
for it.
wait. Like, do the
See,
reminder.
the reminder should be last. You dummy.
Well, that's how the slides are set up, okay?
Oh, you
And
shouldn't.
I didn't move the slides recently, so yeah.
We shouldn't. Whatever.
All right, just say the reminder, please.
Go back to that one. Oh, you want me to say it?
Yes, it's your book.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, these aren't. Okay, sure. Join our Discord with the link is in the description. Follow us on TikTok, which is
Moon.
Tea Time.
Moon.
Sorry, guys. I'm so tea talk. Guys, I'm tired.
Follow us on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Guys, I saw tea and my brain shut off.
I don't even have. I don't think. Do you have
Twitter?
the app? I don't even have the app.
No, but I have received many a thing for messages from it. Hence why I'm yeah. So,
I have
don't-
Okay. Also,
It's
like,
on
subscribe, tap the notification bell.
Right. Are you ready?
Please follow us on Twitter. All right, random ranting. Let's begin. I will switch
Oh, yeah.
over to our screen. Give me un momento.
Twitter is
There we go.
where we do everything.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I would like to talk about two very specific things. Okay. One, the sequence of Gemma and her hallucinations, because I really want to hear y'all's opinions on that.
Okay.
And, like, what you think is up.
I would like to state something. I have theories. I have questions. My theories.
Wait, do you want to do theories and questions first, or do you want to have our rant about Ethan first?
Oh, let's get Ethan out of the way. So.
Yeah, I feel like we should do this now.
Okay.
Oh,
so.
I'm
I feel like
scared.
it tied too much in.
The very beginning, I had a little bit of some problems with Ethan. He's redeemed himself a little bit, but at the same time. He's redeemed himself a little bit. He's become a somewhat okay character. So when he first shows up, I'm like, okay, so this is obviously the love interest, you know. It's like he's mentioned in the back of the book.
It's pretty
They
obvious.
describe his features very vividly. I'm like, okay, yeah, we get it. And then later on, he like becomes Mira's boyfriend, and I'm like, oof, I'm waiting for this drama that's probably gonna happen with the twins. And like knowing, oh crap, not again. My thing is buffering. Hold on. Okay, that was weird. Why does it do that? That hurts me inside. Okay, anyways. Actually, I think I can... Yeah, I'll, like, hold on, sorry. I'm like, why is it doing this? Why is it still on the same thing? I do not understand. That is so annoying. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, anyways. Moving on. So, he's dating Mira, and I'm over here sitting here, like, I'm really frustrated we don't have an Ethan perspective or a Mira perspective. Because Gemma felt this, like, really big connection to him, right?
Yeah.
And that, like, obviously that has something to do with their elements as well. I figured, because of that whole, like, hallucination thing and him being like, you know, the twin soulmate thing. So I'm like, okay, like, that explains some stuff from the beginning of the book. And, like, they both have fire. But the thing is, Ethan also has wind magic, which is, like, what Mira has. So that, I was like, okay, I see where the conflict lies. But if they talk about Gemma having this, like, intense connection with Ethan, and they're able to combine their powers, and Ethan can't with Mira. And I'm over here, sitting here, like, why did you start dating Mira in the first place? Like,
I can't answer that.
I'm like,
I can't answer that.
Why did you date her first?
Is it something we find out eventually?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Like, their relationship is, like...
Is it, like,
is
complicated
explained.
of the century?
No, it's, like, actually a really kind of, like, simple explanation once you,
So
like,
basically
hear about
she's
it.
weaker and she needs more protection type of thing?
But I mean,
Like-
I will say it's not the greatest explanation, but it is a pretty cool explanation, but you don't find out about it until basically the third book.
Okay,
I
well,
think.
anyways, I was just so mad, because I was like, either there has to be a really good explanation for why you decided to date Mira first. Like, I'm like, bro, you had this like, Gemma felt it on the beach. She's like, I've never had a connection with anyone, even the person I broke up with, and then finally this guy shows up and she has this insane, like, oh my god, he's the one for me connection, and obviously we could tell throughout the book he feels it too, but he's just with Mira. And then there's also that scene where he's, like, cuddling Mira in her room, and Gemma's like, it feels so wrong to see that, and, like, we're just stuck in her perspective, and I'm over here like, well, how do they feel about it? Like, obviously, it doesn't feel like Ethan's that conflicted about it, honestly. He's, like, he obviously loves Gemma, but he doesn't, like, show any signs of, like, feeling guilty about wanting to be with Gemma than Mira. I don't see that. I don't see him feeling guilty about it.
Trust me, there's definitely, I think, more later on.
Like,
that
in the
he is
first book, though,
guilty
we're
of
talking
that.
the first book. We're gonna ignore the others, okay, Moon?
Yeah.
Like, right now, I don't see any guilt of him, like, feeling that way. Like, obviously, it's painful for him to not be with her, but I don't see, like, any type of, like, bro.
I will say, he technically hasn't really done anything openly besides stare at her.
Yeah, but still, I'm just like...
Besides, obviously, the kiss.
But
we don't know what
okay,
the
to be fair, that was
aftermath of the
initiated by
kiss is
Gemma.
yet.
That was Gemma doing it. I mean...
Yeah.
True.
Anyways, and also, this just frustrated me. And he, like... I just, like... He's, like, their protector, right? And he's always like, I'm here to protect the both of them. That's what I'm here for. And all that, you know? And I'm like, to have a relationship with a person that's with you 24/7 to protect you, but the both of you, and then I'm like, the amount of drama and conflict and misunderstandings that will ensue with that is making me so concerned. And
and
go on, Madison.
Didn't you say that it, like, you know, she called him, like, told him certain things in that, like, hallucination, and then he mentioned something that only could have been known if
I said that he mentioned something that then Gemma remarks, only like my Ethan knew that, but this one doesn't.
Yeah, okay,
She
okay.
refers
Can
to the
I
hallucination
have a
because
theory. I
my
have a
Ethan.
theory. I have a theory.
Wait, can I just talk about
So
Ethan
he,
for a hot second?
so
Okay,
he
fine.
didn't say it out loud though.
Go ahead
Like
and
he
go
wasn't.
ahead and talk about your sim for him.
He
Let's hear it.
has said like this certain thing, like, hey, isn't this your comfort drink? But like she's never said that in this world.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, so that's sus.
Okay, can I say my theory?
Wait,
Oh my goodness,
May
please.
I talk? May I talk?
Fine.
I mean, what was I gonna say? Oh, the whole like, I'm here to protect both of you. Like, I feel like that's such a huge thing of him, especially because Mira then also remarks constantly.
He's my boyfriend.
Mira sometimes annoys me.
Yeah, oh yeah, I hate
Like,
Mira. I'm not
how
gonna
much
lie.
she
I'm
talks
sorry. I
about
hate
Ethan.
Mira.
It kind of drives me mad.
I hate
It
Mira.
really. I'm like, not
I
a
feel
fan.
bad for her, but at the same time, she's a little too obsessed.
Yeah.
But she like constantly is like complaining about how Ethan's pulling away emotionally, and I think that's such a huge point of him pulling away emotionally and being like, I'm here to protect both of them, and every time he does that, he stares at Gemma. And it's such a moment. I can't talk about anything. Ah, guys.
Can I?
Okay.
Can I?
She also,
You may go.
also gets so like territorial. She's like, he's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
like,
Mira.
okay, we
Mm,
get
I'm
it.
like, and like, we've already know about her personality about going through boys like that, and I'm like, why?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Out of like all the boys, why is she specifically territorial over Ethan? Like, I get it, they have similar magic. It's probably another magic connection thingy, but at the same time,
Oh,
I feel like if this whole dragon twin soulmate thing exists, then there should be somebody out there for Mira, and maybe she's mistaken. So you know,
they also mention how it's kind of a myth now.
we will see. Anyways,
Well, we will see.
my theory.
Sorry, I was just thinking about other stuff.
Can I
Go.
please? Okay.
Yeah.
So
No.
my theory. I'm gonna mention very minor characters that I completely forgot they talked about, but when I was reminded towards the end of the book. So there's a
I will explain.
Yes, there's a portion where I forget who talks about them. I think it was the vampire Queen Elizabeth. Somebody mentioned something about how these two witches or vampires, one of them was a witch or vampire, went to Australia. Selena and someone else would start with a T. I forgot their name.
Yeah, so it's Harper who mentions it, and
Yes.
she mentions that these two witches
Yes,
slash mages.
They go
Selena and Terrence.
Okay, real quick, I'm gonna explain. So Selena and
Yeah,
Terrence go there, and like Gemma and Mira are like, what? We didn't encounter them. What are you talking about? And they're like, huh, but they said they went there, kind of thing, right? And then later on we learn that I think they were the ones who were after Brandon for some reason, and then Lavinia swooped in after they tried to get Brandon, stole Brandon, and killed him, kind of thing. I don't know why they were after Brandon. That will hopefully be explained in later books. But they were apparently bad eggs, from what I was hearing, if I misunderstood that.
Well, okay. So, from what I understand happened is that they went and they like kind of defeated him, but they didn't kill him. And I think they were hesitant about killing him at that moment.
Why did they want to kill him? Why did they want to kill him? That's the question. Like, were they on the opposite side? Were they bad? Like,
for me, I mean, I don't specifically know why. I don't know if this is like really further developed. I haven't read it in a few months, but Dragonhearts can find, obviously, as we have learned in this one, Dragonhearts can find holy and dark weapons.
Okay, that would make more sense.
So do with that information what you
will. But going back to my theory, so they like went to Australia supposedly to talk to Gemma and Mira about it, like to like scope out the dragon twins or something. I forget the full reason of why they went specifically to them.
Not why they're there, but yes, I get it.
And they went there. And Mira and Gemma are like, we don't remember at all. And their memories, like, they have no memory, they're fuzzy, but apparently they did go there. And they're like, no, they didn't. And so I'm over here like, okay, so Gemma had this hallucination with Ethan where they were a couple, and they were having, like, cute times, and Mira was just chill about it and treated Ethan like a brother mainly, and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, everything was nice, and they all did the cuddles, and, you know, it was cute, and, like, they really wanted each other. Book made that clear.
Oh.
And
can I just context for Madison real fast?
Yeah.
The whole thing is that once they turn 18 in Ember, they basically turn into full dragons. And so by that point, then they'll know, like, if they've met someone as their true flame, they'll know. So basically, before that happens, they basically refuse to be intimate with anyone, I'll just say. And so in order for Ethan is 18, but in order for him to turn into a dragon, he has to be back in Ember.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. He basically put on his own sort of chastity belt until he gets back to Emperor.
Yeah.
There you go.
But like both of them are like
they
really into each other.
Really, yeah.
But like they, like Ethan's like, we can't, and Shimmel's like, ugh, you jerk.
Yeah, literally.
So he doesn't. Why doesn't he want to until he becomes a full dragon?
Basically, they made like.
It's like the whole thing of like once they're a dragon, they'll have confirmation of who their destined one is, but they don't want to like.
And who doesn't?
And if you're intimate with someone who's not your destined one, it's a little awkward. So, you know. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Back to this.
Yeah.
So like after this hallucination thing, like, you know, she wakes up from the hallucination, it's all hallucination, and then later on the whole I almost said milkshake. Hot chocolate.
A whole milkshake.
Hot chocolate.
Milkshake.
Hot chocolate. White hot chocolate situation where he just knows, like, Ethan knows that. And I'm over here like, did the witches scramble with their memories and then force Mira and Ethan to date for some weird reason? Are they together for a reason? Like, is Ethan dating her for a reason that he doesn't even know about? Like, is it just some weird, like, oh, I'm just with Mira, but I don't know quite why, but I don't want to hurt her? And it's just kind of a weird, confusing thing? Or is it kind of along the lines of, like, Ethan is destined for Gemma, and, like, the evil forces are like, we can't let these two be together. It would be too powerful. No. We must stop it. I don't know. It's like, I have so many theories on this about, like, why they aren't together. Because, like, I was like, why are you dating this? I'm sorry. Mira's a bitch. I don't like her. Like, why are you dating her?
There's so much. I wish I could say so much on this topic. I have so much to say, but I physically cannot say it.
Can I talk about Harper now real quick? Like, I love Harper.
Yeah, go for it.
But I was so mad when she's like, I'm killing these demons. I'm like, Harper,
so,
you are smart. You are
don't
rational.
be the hero.
A little more context. Harper's mom dies in
like, I get it.
In Utopia. No, for Madison.
Yeah.
But her mom dies, and she tries not to be, but when she's confronted with this dark mage and these demons, she like becomes really spiteful, and she's like, no, like, I want revenge, kind of. And so she kind of is blinded by her, grief.
Makes sense.
So that's why she does it.
I'm just over here, like, Harper...
I'm not saying it goes well.
No, but
she dies.
I'm saying, like, this girl, like, of course she's been through a lot of hardship. She lost her family. That makes sense. But she's always seemed like a very, like, rational, like, thinks of the plan type of person put together. You know, she's like, she thinks before she does. You know, like, including with the flowers. That's how she is to me. Like, thinks before do. And then she just throws that out the window and then gets herself killed. Like, girl.
She kind of snaps. Right when she meets the dark mage that she brought in, she kind of snaps, and she never really puts herself back together.
I know, and it bothers me and frustrates me in so many ways, and I'm just like...
I think it's such an interesting way to take her character, because you're like, this character, and then just, that moment of her.
Like, I know y'all are probably heartbroken about the Ethan Gemma thing. That didn't really affect me too much, because I think I've read so many love stories that honestly, it's numb to me now. So I'm like, well, until I figure out what's going on with them and I have more character development with those two, I won't feel anything for them yet. But for now, Harper, her not being able to have her magic, that hurt me. Because, like, her pain, because, like, her magic was really important to her. She, like, worked hard in it. She was one of the top witches in Utopia. And the fact that she lost it and can't feel the magic anymore, and she enjoyed it, she can't feel, like, the powers of the, like, she can't feel the nature, or, like, the silver magic flow anymore. The thing that makes you feel, she lost feeling. And now she's this undead creature that has to drink blood, and she's like, well, And here's this also pissed me off a little bit. Like, she, like, is really saddened over her magic, but they don't go into detail about it, obviously, because there's only a couple of pages left. But at the same time, they're like, she's like, well, if I can't be, I'll be the greatest vampire then. And she's determined to do that. And I'm over here like, nice, but I feel like there should be more grief about losing your magic. Because, like, that was with you your entire life.
There is, but Harper basically continues her thing of revenge. Like, she's like,
yeah,
fine, like, you're gonna regret this. And I mean, I guess I can say it because obviously book 1 ends with Harper still being alive.
Yeah.
And from her perspective. Book 2, we still see Harper's perspective.
Okay.
We see more of her.
Okay. Do we ever go to Mira's perspective? Do we ever have a Mira's perspective?
We do.
Okay.
I don't know when, though. Because I think she might only be in the 4th book.
Because, like, literally, it's about the Dragon Twins, so I thought it would switch between Gemma and Mira. Like, I thought
so, too.
Yeah.
But you're saying we only see Mira again in the 4th book?
No. I think we only see through her perspective in the 4th book.
Which
I was like, that's weird.
I want to know, like, what is Mira's deal?
Sure.
What are her thoughts and everything? Like, we know she is not for this magic thing. She's a very rational logic person, and she's just... And she's very spiteful when it comes to people who hurt her family. And they also... Oh, right, we forgot to cover this. The Holy Crown, the Dark Crown.
Right.
So like, that wasn't a punch to the gut of who's who.
So there's these supposed 4 holy weapons, but they've never heard of what is called the Holy Crown and the Dark Crown. And so whoever wields those... Oh, does it say what happens to those who wield those wolves?
It says like it says like the final element will be revealed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So the 5th element goes to the wearer of the Holy Crown.
And nobody knows what the Dark Crown does because even the villain was like, we don't know.
Yeah. So no one really knows what either of these crowns does. But the whole thing at the very end is Lavinia basically saying to Harper, one of the twins will hold the Holy Crown and the other will hold the Dark Crown.
It's like the whole
and it's
yin
just
and
a matter
yang
of
situation.
who.
And like, obviously, I don't know if they're gonna do a flip on us and be like, oh no, the nice one is actually the dark one. Haha, troll. But, you know, it's like, I'm just like, the way you set up these character personalities, I think I can already tell. It's not like a total punch in the face here.
I'll say, but I think it is really interesting how they get to be where they are the moment that they both take their crowns.
Yeah, can we also acknowledge the fact that in one of the covers, Gemma is wearing a very white, holy-looking crown?
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like,
I'm not saying what crown it is.
Yeah. You know.
There's so much in this one book that I can't talk about.
And also, guys, I would like to mention, I was talking to Moon, like, a couple days back when I was, like, reading about Ethan. And I was like, do we ever get, like, a resolve? And she's like, it doesn't happen until, like, the 3rd book. And I'm like, the 3rd?! And I'm just, like, over here, like, we have to deal with this until the 3rd book.
Book 2, their relationship is actually insane. It's so mad. It's, like, the biggest roller coaster you will ever be on. But I don't think. Hold up. Let me check right now. I will literally check. I'm just gonna look at the back of the books and see when, because no, I'm almost positive it's not till book 3.
Oh my god.
It's the Dragon Realm.
I mean, me and Madison, for a series we like, we only had to wait until the 2nd book. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't drag that out.
Oh my god, I know.
I
you
think,
still have to read the 3rd.
I read half of the 3rd Madison, but then I got very tired. It's very long, and like my brain, I entered a mode of like I need to take a break from Brooks kind of thing, which is surprising. Books. I need to take a break from books. And then we started doing this, and I got distracted with the other books. So I need to finish the 3rd.
I'm really dumb.
Oh.
Wait, no. Wait, no. Stop that. What?
Oh.
You know what? We'll figure it out for ourselves.
I am really dumb. No. So book 2, it gets resolved at the end. resolved is a strong word. It gets explained by the end of book 2. There you go.
Okay, like, I was like, do we get confirmation at the end of book 2?
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
Many things are revealed at the end of book 2.
Thank God.
Yeah. No, don't you worry. Yeah.
I'm like,
Mhm.
I can only
No,
have...
okay, so...
Okay.
No, so then Mira's perspective probably comes in at... No, Mira's perspective comes in at the end of book 2. I know this for a fact.
Okay. Awesome. Also, I would like to say, a long time ago, my first, like, fantasy romance book I think I ever read was called, which I'm gonna go over it with you guys in the future, but it's called Tiger's Curse, and I don't mind talking about it and spoiling this just a little bit, because, like, it's, honestly, the book series is great and all, but I wouldn't, like, go, ham on it like I used to, because I think her other series, which I definitely will make you guys read, is way better, but this one... The main character does this whole self-deprecating shit, and she's like, I'm not good enough for him. I can't be with him. And I'm just sitting here like, he wants you. He has stated this multiple times. What the heck? And literally, it goes like, as soon as they get together, something happens, and it infects it, and it's dumb, and it's like, the finale, I love it, but at the same time, I'm like, you guys could have avoided all this drama if you, like, just, this hurts.
See, that would drive me mad.
It drove me mad, but at the same time, there was, like, it was, like, kind of like it was a love triangle situation, but I really liked the other brother.
I hate when that happens.
I'm like,
Man, that other brother.
I really liked the other brother. Like, I love the first one, too, but at the same time, I'm like... This boy needs love in his life. He has had so much shit going on. I feel so bad for him. And I'm like, I love him. His look, it's, guys, it's the black hair and gold eye look. Like, can you blame me? I got that look. And then his brother has the blue eyes. And I'm like, damn it, like, gold. I feel bad for him. I'm like, he needs love, please. Like, why? And then his situation, how he ends up, like, there's another book I haven't read. It's like a spinoff to what the brother's up to, and I need to read it to know if he's okay, but I haven't read it yet, so I'm just agonizing over, like, are you happy? Are you okay? Are you, like, in love? Are you happy? I'm sad.
Brilliant.
Okay, sorry.
Right.
Off track. Going back to your book. My bad.
I was gonna do 2 things. What was the other thing I was gonna do? Oh, yeah, okay. Remember how I was saying there's these other characters like Celine and Raven, and there's this other character that you haven't met yet? I actually believe they all have series of their own, of them becoming holders of their weapons. I believe there is a series of Raven becoming the Queen of Swords, and then Celine becoming the Queen of Wands.
So, like, side stories to backstory.
Not side stories. They're their own individual stories. Because
are they still backstories? But
yeah, no, like they're
okay.
No, but I'm pretty sure they're like full like I think the Dragon Twins is the last of the stories of these people who have these holy weapons.
Oh wait, can I talk about Raven for a second? So remember how I said that your book made a lot of connections to stuff?
Yeah.
Well, like, one is Lilith, because in I can't forget if it's Christianity or Catholicism or like the demon mythology thing, but Lilith is canonically a mythological demon of hell. She's a type of demon. She's known she is known as like a I forget what she is. She's a really high up demon who is like from a certain like demon realm. And they use
it sounds really familiar.
It is, like, if you look it up, she is canonically a character from mythology or / religion. I can't remember if it's myth or religion, but she is a demon that exists in actual lore of the circles of hell, I think. I can't quite remember. But she is used a lot in a bunch of stories, especially like this one if you're going to do something involving witches and demons. So I wasn't honestly too surprised to see that she was in this. Like, people twist it to where she's actually good. Others twist it to where she is, like, evil. So, yeah. Another reference I wanted to make was Raven. Now, I am such a history and nerd buff that I literally made this connection. It might not even be a connection the author intended, but to me it was. In Scottish mythology...
It might be. There's a lot.
In Scottish mythology, there is this warrior. She was known similar to the Queen of Swords. That was like, I think, similar to her title. She was the warrior queen. She was she trained Lou, I forget his name. It's a Scottish mythology tale. She was a warrior named Skaha, and she was a Scottish warrior who was good with a sword, and she trained many valiant heroes throughout history, and she is just really tough. And she also had like an evil twin sister named Aoife, and that's like a whole thing. But when I met Raven, they mentioned like, oh, she's a martial artist, she's trained people, she's the Queen of Swords, and I'm like, I'm thinking of Skaha right now, the Scottish queen of like swords and battle. And she also, there's a legend that Skaha gifted the main protag of that Scottish myth a spear called the Daha. I can't quite pronounce it because Scottish. Where it's a spear that if you throw it from your foot, like you use your foot to chuck it, and this might be a little graphic, sorry, but once it spears the person, vines grow out of the spear and like into the person, making them like a flesh tree. So she's very hardcore in metal, but
yeah,
that's
I'm not sure about that connection.
But whenever I thought of like the whole warrior queen of swords thing, I thought of Skaha, because in many types of history books, or not history, books that represent Skaha, or she's like used in like modern day writing, like The Alchemist. There's a book called The Alchemist. She is like, in that book she's represented as like a vampire type of thing, but she's a vegetarian, which I love. But she is a martial artist. She is depicted as like with a young looking youth look to her. She's immortal, and she is incredibly strong, and she knows a bunch of martial arts. She trains heroes and with the sword, and I love any references to her because I think she's such a badass. So when I was reading about Raven, I just kept thinking of Skaha, and I feel like if they aren't, like, if Raven isn't a representative of Skaha, I feel like they would vibe on a level. But if you guys are curious about Skaha, you can yes, you may put quotes in the quote section. Please do. I do not mind. But if you ever want to know about Skaha, just research her. She's really interesting. Especially the Scottish mythology in I forgot the name. It was like a Scottish boy was like nicknamed after like a dog type thing, and I forgot the Scottish term, but you know, it's an interesting story, and I love how certain modern day books incorporate like ancient history and mythology, and then they twist it, but they still have the elements of it there. So I thought that was nice.
Yeah. I'm personally not sure if that is related. I do know that Raven does wield Excalibur, which is obviously King Arthur.
Yeah.
And I know there's so many references in these books. Hecate is a actual Greek goddess. There's a lot of the fourth book I can't talk about, but there's a lot of notable things that you would definitely pick up on. But yeah. Cool. We've been going for a while.
We have, but it's been fun.
I would like to end by reading you guys the back of the book of the second one, and then I'm done.
Ooh, yes.
Does that sound good?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Last final thoughts before I read this?
Honestly, I quite enjoyed it. I will say it was kind of like, when I read it, Moon, don't take this offensively, but I was like, this is something Moon would read.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just gave off your heavy vibes. It's like, also, it was
gives
similar
me
to your
vibes.
writing style, and it was very, it was simple. Yeah, it kind of reminded me of your writing style, or how you would write your characters. I was like, this is very simple, it's easy, it's kind of easy to understand. It's like, it doesn't go into too much detail about everything like a lot of books do. It's very, like, fast-paced, and, like, this is happening, and this, and, you know, this is that. It doesn't, like, have, like, an ulterior meaning all the time, I guess, if that makes sense. All in all, the characters are okay. There are some things that tick me off, but hopefully will be resolved later. But I think
the first book is definitely the foundation.
Yeah,
It gets built on very heavily.
I think it was pretty interesting, and, like, honestly, what shocked me is that how brutal the deaths are. My goodness.
Yeah, oh my god.
I was shocked.
The deaths are really brutal.
I was like, dang, okay.
That is the one thing I was like, ooh, that's rough.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was shocked about,
how
like,
it starts out.
a lot of books I read, they don't really kill a lot of, like, you know, characters that the main character meets. They have them injured or kill them off much later.
Oh, no.
But no,
this
these
one's
characters,
murder.
like, dropped like flies.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Yeah, no,
that.
there is no mercy with this book.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like the second chapter, like, two
Which-
of their family dies.
I guess makes sense, because realistically, that would happen
Yeah, no, I think it definitely plays into the genre, like,
if you're
I
in
mean,
a supernatural
it's
world.
fast-paced, and there's also a lot of, like, maybe that wouldn't happen, but at the same time, it's, like, brutally honest.
My
with some
thoughts
aspects.
on the romance are iffy. Obviously, it's ticking me off right now, but
I'm really curious as to what you're gonna think once it gets
I do
resolved.
love characters that are fated for each other. I think Madison can agree with me on this,
Mhm.
right,
Uh-huh.
Madison?
One of my
Like we
favorite
have a
things.
favorite
Oh.
couple that are fated. We like
I can agree.
yeah, we love characters that are like fated to be and their struggle to get there.
Oh, believe me.
Oh,
This series that I want to add to the list has that.
I think most of my series do, so
Yeah.
be prepared for more of them.
yeah. So, you
I just
know,
love that
we're
Madison.
excited. I like the book. All in all, I would probably rate the first book at the very least like a 7 out of 10. Cuz there's definitely
Pretty
some
solid.
Yeah, there's definitely some things where I like the writing, though fluid, there was just it felt a little stiff
Yeah, no,
in a way. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it. There was something off with the
I think it
writing.
gets better.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Madison, opinions on your very limited.
So far, I really like it, and I think I am definitely gonna like it even more once I, finish it. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far, though.
This is like, I don't know. I read it a while ago, but I think it still might be my favorite series. Just because it seems so simple, but there's also something that's just so complex about it that you don't
Mhm.
really fully get to understand, I think, till later.
Yeah,
But
a lot of world building and
yeah. No,
Yeah.
this one's a lot of world building and a lot of fast pace, kind of trying to set it up. I think it
Mhm.
definitely slows down and focuses more on relationships in the second one, between just all of the characters.
Makes sense.
um,
Yeah.
And then, things start happening.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read the thing and then.
All right, wait.
Wolves, I'll
Let me
switch it over to you.
let me turn off the music so you have like full volume.
Oh wow.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead, Moon.
I will read this and then Wolves, I'll switch it off to you and you can tell them what's up next.
All right.
Alright, so this is the second book of the Dragon Twin series called The Dragon Realm. Okay. After killing the dark supernatural who could sense their rare elemental abilities, twin sisters Gemma and Mira are no longer being tracked every time they use their magic, but they can't let their guard down yet. They're still being hunted by the strongest demon on Earth, Lilith. The only solution? Kill Lilith before she gets to them. To do that, she needs to locate the Holy Crown of Legend. There's just one problem. No one has seen it for over 1,000 years. Once a Holy Crown is found, the mysterious fifth element can finally be unlocked. The element that's the key to winning the war against the demons. But finding the Holy Crown isn't Gemma's only problem. She's still plagued by her memories of a love she and Ethan shared in another life. Given that Ethan's dating Mira in this life, Gemma wants to rid of her feelings for him. The best way to do that? Convince a witch to brew her a potion to
Oh,
erase her
no.
memories. Because once she drinks the memory potion, her love for Ethan will be gone. Forever.
Why? No, I
That's it.
hate when people do that.
I know, me too.
Oh,
I
that
read
makes me
that.
so upset.
Oh my god, I read that at the back of the book because it had like the teaser, and I was like, bro, are you? And you know what? You know what's funny, Moon? Halfway through the book, she's like, I wish I could just forget this, and I was like, she's gonna do a memory potion. They exist. Oh my god, she's gonna do it. And then I read it. I was like, why is it so predictable?
I know.
Oh,
When
it's
you
so
started
good.
saying that, I was like, no, do not do that. Because, like, everybody that does that always regrets it. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh my god, have you seen
Dude.
Once Upon a Time, Madison?
yes.
Snow White did that, and like it
not
was.
not all of it, but I have seen that part of it. And
Yeah, I
I'm
was
why?
like, bro, what? I need to I
It's
need to
a
watch that
really-
show.
Yeah, I need to
book
finish
2
it.
is really fun. It's really fun.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we'll definitely have to go over it in the future.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
there's-
it for the Dragon Twins and for me.
Yay!
Wolf,
Yay.
what are we doing next?
I'm so glad you asked, Moon.
Oh, I have regrets, guys.
Okay, so it's my turn. Yay! And I will not say what the book is yet, but I will tell you the
Yes, you
genre.
will. It's in our Discord.
I will. Oh, well, it's fine.
Hey, if you want to know what it is.
If you want to know.
Join
You
the
have to join
Discord.
the Discord
Yeah,
now.
exactly. You gotta join the Discord if you
You
really.
get sneak peeks.
Yeah, if you really want to know. So obviously Madison had a cute slice of life romance. Moon had a fantasy one with romance. Murder mystery.
Yeah. Only
Fully
necessary.
taking a turn.
And since Halloween's coming up, I thought it'd be fitting. Though probably be past Halloween, but it's fine.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too far.
Yeah, it is a little bit longer than the other books I think these guys have read. Maybe.
How many pages?
Maybe I can't remember. I'd have to go double check and message you guys later. But
Like, estimate.
how many pages was the Dragon Twins?
330 something.
And Madison,
Hold
what's
on, I
yours?
can look it up.
Oh yeah, wait, what?
Maybe like 300 or so. Hold
Let me
on.
look up my book. Hold on.
One of Us is Blind.
Nah.
Hold on, I'm already on
Why
it.
did you say the name?
Oh, sorry.
You
They
too.
didn't hear it. They didn't hear it. It's fine.
No, actually, that was just Madison yelling at you, wolves.
416 pages.
Oh. Okay, yeah, a little longer.
For
Percy
me-
Jackson? Yep, that's it.
Yeah, Percy Jackson. Yeah, you nailed it.
You
Sleep.
got
Yeah,
it.
yep, I mean,
We got it in
only
one.
been-
Wow.
Okay, but yes, so I do have, there's slightly more pages, but only slightly. So, it is an interesting book, and given our schedules and how busy we are, it will probably take us a bit, but I'm so excited to reread this book. I love this
I'm
murder
scared.
mystery. It is so good. Moon, Madison, I have a feeling that you guys will like this book a lot. There's a bunch of characters that have a lot of interesting depth to them, and there's so much to figure out. And there's more than one, but it's like a spin-off with other characters, and honestly, it's so good. And I'm so excited to finally talk about this book, because I've been wanting to, like, read it to my friends and recommend it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's such a good genre.
It's actually been on my TBR for a while now because
Yeah.
when I worked at the library, I obviously saw a bunch of books that I wanted to read, so I'd write them down, and that was one of them.
Yeah, it's really good. The author is
I'm
really good
really
at writing
nervous.
it. Moon, it has, I'm gonna be honest with
I
you,
am-
there's nothing like, it's not like, when I say murder mystery, it's not bad when it
Is
comes.
my book more graphic than yours?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really?
Like, yeah, no, 100%. When I say murder mystery, this is a very mild murder.
Wow, that is actually really surprising.
Yeah, no, your book caught me off guard with how graphic it was.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, dang. Literally, they mentioned neck snaps, throats were slit. I was like, okay, dang.
Alice just stares up to the sky. dead.
Yeah, legit. I was like, this is, oh my god. Compared to
Yeah.
what the murder book, like, I think a lot of my books are pretty tame compared to what you have shown me so far with that book. So, you know.
That's so interesting. I am not a fan of murder mysteries, nor is that ever my genre, so
I'm
I'm nervous
hoping
for
to
this
get you
next
hooked
one.
on this because, like, the murder is really, like, it's a turner. It's like, oh, I love it. They honestly, I say it's a murder mystery, but it's also kind of more of a slice of life in a way. It has like, it focuses on the characters. It flips the perspectives around, and gosh, it's just so good. Okay, I have to stop. I can't. I'll go on a rant. It's like with Moon and Madison. I can't. I have to hold off. I can't wait to see you guys for the next stream. I hope you enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Moon, I thoroughly enjoyed the Dragon Twins. I can't wait to read
I'm
the other books in the
glad.
future.
Madison, I can't wait till you actually read the
I
full
know.
books.
Yeah.
And I
So
can't,
I
I
can-
really, you better bet that the second book is coming back, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking about that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I'm really excited to see what you guys think of all of the hidden clues. that
yeah, regarding
I have fully mentioned.
yeah, regarding books that have series, if the first book is good and we are intrigued, we will continue the series, but it'll be very sporadic. So
Mhm.
it might take us a while to get to the next book and then the third, but we will get to them eventually because we want to get to other books as well.
Yeah, like all of mine are part of a series, so we might
Yeah.
be revisiting a lot for me.
Yeah.
Actually, ironically, I'm just gonna spoil the but like we have some already picked out. My next one actually is part of a series, but like can be fully read alone.
Yeah.
So we're
What
good.
did- I don't even know what my next one is, to be honest.
I vaguely remember
know,
mine, but
I like just pulled mine up just so you.
is it on the
wait,
doc?
is it in
No,
the
I have
yours?
mine in my notes.
But
Oh.
we have a doc, don't we?
Not for that. No.
I swear we did.
Someone say goodbye. We need to go.
I know, but wait, I'm curious. Do we have a doc for? Yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
You?
We do.
This is a little too behind.
Oh.
the
I
scenes,
think.
guys.
No, wait. I swear we did.
Oh.
I swear we had
You
a
see
doc.
what Sleepless just sent Wolves?
I know, I saw. Don't worry, Sleepless. I'm updated. I got you. I know.
Oh.
I'm ready. I'm excited. Oh my god.
Oh, actually, I had an idea. I'll talk to you guys about it after.
Okay, anyways, yeah, we're dragging this out. So, make sure to also follow the Twitter. Please, we update on Twitter a lot.
That is where you get our information.
Yeah, and if you
Everything
want
about
sneak
this
peeks to
is
what
on
we're fully reading next, or sneak peeks to the book, if we didn't mention the book already, we do that on Twitter. Also, please join the Discord if you want to input art or memes of the book series. Please promote, subscribe, share, talk to your friends. Please, please, please.
Read a book.
Read.
Reading Rainbow.
Oh my goodness. And thank you guys so much. Also, don't forget to go subscribe to Madison and Moon's channels. These lovely ladies, they are amazing.
And
content.
wolves.
Thank you.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And wolves.
Stop
and wolves.
it.
They are amazing creators and deserve all the love that they
I
get.
haven't
And wolves,
posted
and wolves.
in so long. Don't
Yeah.
remind me.
And if you want more story, go to Moon's channel because Moon does a lot of story stuff on there. Yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
We still have to finish.
I'm
something.
trying at least. I'm trying. I'm really trying, guys.
Yeah.
What are you
It's hard.
trying?
Well, I'll explain later.
Yeah, okay, so,
I'm joking.
Go
I know. We
subscribe to
can
their
talk about it.
channels.
Oh, I gotcha.
Our all three of our channels personally are in the description below, along with our personal Twitters as well. You know, personal Twitters. Along with the artist who did our background for the waiting screen, Momo. We love you. Thank you. And I also left a link to the BGM I am currently playing in the background. So if you like the music that's playing and you know it said copyright free.
You forgot to put the Twitter link.
I
T-Time.
did put the Twitter link
In
of
the
T-Talk.
description.
I thought I
But
did.
you didn't.
Wait, hold
It's
on.
not there.
What?
So awkward.
Oh God, I'm so
It'll
sorry.
be there soon. It'll be there after.
It will. Wait. Okay. Well. Also follow our T-Talk Twitter.